Today is the third day in a row of having the moon in Leo, which brings a focus to creativity and self-expression. So today I'm going to share 3 ways to support your creative process and align with this energy. I'm Marina Ormes. Thanks for being here. This is the Astro Vibe for Friday, May 26th. And we've been working on our gratitude, 29 days of gratitude, new thing that you're grateful for every day for 29 days, focusing on and beginning with last Friday's new moon in Taurus, which brings an opportunity, a doorway, an opening to manifest things in the material world. If we are in alignment with our body, mind, spirit, emotion, getting all parts of ourselves in alignment with the things that we want to manifest. So earlier this week, we had the Cancer moon and feelings and sensitivity. We were working through what might be some emotional blocks to manifestation. And then with the moon in Leo since Wednesday morning, we've been working on self-expression and how being true to ourselves, being authentic, and sharing our gifts can help us be more creative, which what is manifestation if it's not creativity, right? Same idea. So being creative, just like letting your light shine, means sharing who you are and opening those channels of creating amazing, beautiful results in the world. And so that that part of you that gets to just play and be in the world, being alive and figuring out what you can do with that, that is the energy that Leo loves and that we get to play with, that we get to experience with the moon in Leo. So, and then yesterday I talked a little bit more about the ongoing T-square between Mars opposing Pluto and squaring Jupiter. So we are, as the moon completes its journey through Leo tonight, it will go into Virgo. And so we've got a shift in at least the moon's activation and role to play in the ongoing challenge / invitation that I went more in depth on yesterday. So check that out if you missed that. And then for today, I did promise I would talk about 3 ways to support your creative process. So I have 3 tips for you, 3 things to think about as you think about sharing your gifts, shining your light in the world, but also just, what is self-expression but like singing your song, painting your picture, dancing, being, living out loud, not holding back. That is what the Leo moon is about. And so we need to move. We need to be alive. We need to express. And that is one piece of that body, mind, spirit, emotion alignment. It is actually the spirit piece, because it is the way that energy moves through us and the way that we need to not only move our bodies and share our voices, but also play with materials, throw the paint onto the canvas, put the words down on the paper, whatever it is that is your particular way of expressing yourself. And as we do that creative process, we are, of course, opening those channels to manifesting. And so the gratitude practice, the 29 days of gratitude, is also helping us to get to open those channels to receiving and to train ourselves. I guess, I don't know if train is the right word, but more like rewire ourselves to be, ready to receive, willing to receive, open to receiving, working through whatever it is we need, whatever it is that gets in the way, so that we can be in the flow of the universe and where where our souls are being called to. So 3 ways to support your creative process. I've got number 1 is make time for what's important, right? You can't be creative if you don't make time for creativity. So that experience of setting aside the time, prioritizing it, recognizing that getting caught up in the day-to-day, all the shoulds, all the to-dos that we have, that's all great and good, but you have to recognize that it is not just important, it's essential that you make time for your creative process. And even if you don't do anything during your creative process, just setting aside that time to space out, to let yourself be, to let yourself not do the things that are distracting. and you know, I don't know about you, but sometimes my creative process involves a little procrastination on the way, right? Like maybe I should just wash those dishes before I get started. So things like that. And that's okay, right? It's a way for me of moving into it. And what you're doing when you, I guess, procrastinate intentionally, is what you're doing is you're saying, okay, this is me letting go of the other things that I could be distracting myself with. And so you're moving into the creative process. So make time for it. That's the point. And do it in a way that works for you. Make it a priority, make it important. Okay, so that's number 1, to support your creative process. Number 2 is to trust your own impulses. And that is the playfulness, the going with it, the trying things out, feeling that freedom to try and experiment and explore. That is that Leo playfulness. And you have to focus on your own ability to feel free in expressing yourself. And that means trusting what your urge is. What is your impulse? And that doesn't mean doing things that are stupid. I mean, maybe your impulse is to reach for something that's not healthy for you, or to go to something as a way of avoiding, something difficult. So trusting your impulses doesn't mean avoiding difficulty. It means feeling into what is important to you, and doing that instead of engaging in activities that are going to help you avoid it. Does that make sense? So like you're, knowing what's important because that you feel it in your gut, and then trusting that impulse, and at least asking yourself, what is that? What is that about? What is it calling me to? What am I feeling that urge to do? And where is that impulse coming from? Because impulses that are coming from your higher wisdom, your deeper self, your deeper truth, right? Those are the ones that we want to listen to. Okay, and then number 3. So number 1 was make time for what's important. Number 2 is trust your impulses. Number 3 is remember that you are meant to create. You are a creative being. That is why you are here. And so nothing else matters, really. I mean, it does, but we give it way too much importance, right? The other things, the distractions, the shoulds, the to-dos, all that stuff. What is really important is your creative self and your ability to experiment and discover on that path of creativity. So pay attention to your own creative process, play with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I guarantee it will be messy. So let it be messy. The point is that you are doing it. So that is some things to think about when you're thinking about supporting your own creative process. Just a reminder that it is a priority. You need to make it a priority, and that is what you are here for. So what could be more important? All right, so here we are, and tonight the moon goes into Virgo and will then form its first quarter square as it enters Virgo and forms a square with the sun. So it will be half full. It's waxing. The waxing moon is about building, it's about adding, it's about growing and trying things and putting ourselves out there and moving forward. And with that first quarter moon, we have uh, the challenge or something coming in that is asking us to step up our game, to push it to a new level, to do something differently, or to think about it differently. So it might shake things up a little bit. So that is tomorrow's first quarter moon, but for today, we still have most of the day with the moon in Leo, focusing on self-expression, and this is supporting our 29 days of gratitude. So don't forget to do your gratitude for today and think about something you're grateful for, maybe around your creative process or creativity in general, or anything that you find beautiful in the world, right? It doesn't have to be your own. It can be someone else, an artist you're inspired by, something that moves you. Those would all be great things to focus on during the Leo moon. Thank you so much for being here. I am Marina Ormes. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. I've got openings on my calendar right now to book some time with me, to schedule a mini reading. And I've been having so much fun and getting such amazing results with people focusing on their own natal chart and how, we can add so much to what we're doing here when we're looking at your own specific natal chart and your own, like, what's showing up in your life and why is that showing up uniquely for you and how is your path going, and we can look at those types of things. So check it out, astrologyheals.com, and otherwise keep joining me here every day. Don't forget to subscribe. I've got a free gift coming for you to help you with your manifestation process, and I'm celebrating my 1-year anniversary of doing daily self-care videos. So thank you. You make it happen. I appreciate you listening and being here. And don't forget to tell a friend. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.